Socialist Mansions, which is a phrase which is becoming more and more common in the West, which I'm glad about. I think we have figured out how to deal with the socialist question, which is to make them all millionaires.
Well, I mean, it seems to be happening, so...
Yeah, but I think it does actually work to destroy the movement's credibility.
It definitely undermines their status as working men.
Yeah, so the thing that perked my interest in this is, of course, socialist Twitch streamer endures wrath of Twitter for buying $3 million home. This is Hassan Piker, Habibi, who we're going to get back to in a minute. The price of the house is apparently $2.79 million as the listed price, so almost $3 million, so a bit of exaggeration there, but still, we're arguing about what number of millions the house is worth. So, not really that bothered.
I like the way he's fully entered into Bernie Sanders territory here. Now it's the billionaires that are the problem. You know?
Not the millionaires.
Yeah, the millionaires are just fine.
Me and Bernie are one of them. Anyway, so we go to the next one, which is a problem that has been plaguing leftist movements for a little while. So this is the article, of course, from Daily Mail. Marxist Black Lives Matter co-founder defends her property empire. Property empire. I mean, when you can accurately describe your holdings as a property empire, it's looking pretty bad as a Marxist.
Well, you see, she did say that this is how her Marxism operates in praxis. So her Marxism is...
I hate that term so much.
Well, it's incredibly capitalist. It's very good.
Sorry, it's just that term praxis. So for people who don't know, socialists like to use this to mean they're sort of, what are they? They're doing the ideology.
Putting theory into practice. I mean, praxis is just Latin for practice. And the reason that they need it is because they're a bunch of lazy good-for-nothings. Most people just get on with their day, but the socialists are like, no, I've got to theoretically get myself into actually doing something.
Therefore, they have to come up with a term for enacting their theory. Jesus,
exactly.
Most
people just live, you know.
Yeah, so in here they write that it emerged last week that the leader of BLM had brought a $1.4 million home in a largely white district of Los Angeles, which I'm sure she's loving. There's also the New York Post reported that she also brought 3 other homes since 2016.
I hate the white supremacy so much, but I am going to live there.
I think I live near brown people. Look, I'm the leader of BLM. I'm better than this. Okay.
God.
Her opinion and her own actions.
Chris, I just can't get over it.
Yeah, so she bought 3 more homes since 2016 as well, not just that one, which is 1.4 million, and a cost total of those homes being around 3 million. So
your donations at work, folks.
We're again looking at the number of millions of dollars for the houses they are buying. So she described the scrutiny over her property empire as racist and sexist, and it was an attack by right-wing media. She said this in an interview with Black News Tonight.
How dare you criticize me, a Marxist, for spending millions of dollars on private homes from the Black Lives Matter Fund? You're a racist. Well, yeah, okay.
She denies that she took any money directly from Black Lives Matter, and instead got it from what else? Because all she's been doing is Black Lives Matter stuff.
Yeah, indirectly taking the money is bad enough. Yeah. Surely, if you're a socialist.
Obvious cope.
I mean, this is peak capitalism. Though. You got like literally the commodification of socialism, the packaging of it to the public, and it's making those people who are selling it rich, wildly rich.
I thought I'd compare
peak
this
capitalism
to Monopoly.
Like
the game. So we go to the next one. This is just the Wikipedia link for British Monopoly locations. And if you scroll down, there's actually like an estimated price of each one of the locations on the Monopoly board in real life. So you can see the ideas of what it'd be worth. Turns out her and Hassan Piker could both buy Park Lane.
Wow.
And if they waited another year, they could probably buy Mayfair. So,
okay, well, very good, very good.
Real life kinds of wealth where they're at the end of the Monopoly board. Kinds of wealthy.
They are. They're in the purple, aren't they?
Blue.
Oh, they're in the blue. Sorry.
Don't worry,
they're not quite in the purple yet. Oh no,
there is no purple.
I thought it was purple. Oh, it's dark blue. Right, okay. But yeah, literally buying Park Lane and Mayfair.
That's what they could afford.
Amazing.
Yeah. So there's not just them, of course. There's also the OK Boomer girl. If we can get the next one up. So we can click on this first image. You can see her saying that capitalism rewards psychopathic behavior.
I agree.
If we go to the
that's a different one, I think.
Anyway, but if we go to the next image here, you can see the girl there. Yeah, $2 million apartment tour.
This is why I was pretty much against OnlyFans. Look at what they're doing with the money. I'm buying myself a BMW. Okay, good. I'm buying myself a $2 million apartment. Okay, good. You're not doing anything socialist, though, are you?
Yeah. So if we go to the next one as well, we got, of course, Bernie Sanders. So we get the next link, sorry. Next link, please. So this is Bernie Sanders buying his third home. Third home.
Now, in Bernie Sanders' defense, he did sell a lot of books to gullible socialist children.
Yeah.
Again, peak capitalism is selling socialism to people who will never get socialism and buying lots of houses.
So they say in here, the 74-year-old senator and his wife, Jane Sanders, have purchased their 4-bedroom house on the shore of Lake Champlain for roughly $600,000. That's the third house.
Yep.
With 4 bedrooms.
Yep.
I don't know who for, but whatever. The bulk of his wealth comes from his book sales and book deals. Yeah, of course it does. So we go to the next one.
Hey, that's totally. I consider that to be totally respectable.
Yeah, that's fine. No one from the capitalist side is criticizing him for
Exactly.
any of
It's
this.
totally respectable. He is an inspiration to capitalists all around the world, in fact.
So we get the next one here. So you can see him becoming a millionaire and then them trying to explain.
Billionaires are the problem now.
Because Bernie is now, since 2020, he's worth $2 million. So
Oh, well,
having a good time. And I'm sure AOC is on her way. So
Oh,
we go
doubtless.
to her store. You can see the Tax the Rich sweater she sells for, what was it, $58 you can buy this?
And, oh, bloody hell. But I mean, it's a sweatshirt. But she's got millions and millions of followers. She must be making stacks of cash from all of this.
Yeah. The idea that she isn't making it is absurd.
Again, I totally support AOC's ability to monetize her audience because I'm a capitalist.
Well-
and I think that's a good thing.
All of these people. I mean, no one on the rightist side of this is saying this is a sin.
No, not
because
at all.
To rightists, none of this is a sin.
This is a glorious triumph.
This is only a sin if you're a socialist. So let's get back to Hassan because let's go look at what his property is that he's buying and why everyone is so interested. So
Wow.
Twitch phenomenon. Hassan Abi talks his way into a West Hollywood home.
Nice house, Hassan.
That's fine. He's
Lovely.
he's put it in. So
It's got a swimming pool as well. I bet it's heated.
5 bedrooms,
Wow.
5.5 bathrooms. I don't know what a 0.5 bathroom is, but
Okay. Half a bathroom.
Yankee talk.
Yep.
Anyway, so 3,800 square feet, or about 350
Nice.
square meters, and the loft is 6,600 square feet,
Nice.
600 square meters, and also it comes of course with the nice swimming pool, double sections there. I think the other one is some kind of jacuzzi or something.
I
Presumably.
bet it's got a really nice kitchen in which his mother can still make him his chicken nuggies.
Yeah, it really does. So the listed price is 2.74 million, as noted, and if you keep scrolling, you'll get to the pictures of the rest of the home. So there's not just, of course, the background. This is the lovely entrance here. A little like
Beautiful,
place you can sit up
Hassan.
there.
I'm so glad you can use your millions of dollars to buy this house.
Yeah. I mean, I did love how you can, I don't know if you saw, but there was an American flag on the side there
Yeah.
in the sale photos. So that's not sticking around.
Yeah.
Picture of Lincoln, racist. So that's got to go. But yeah, it's got a nice little
Oh, look,
breakfast bar.
there's where Hassan's mum was going to be. Frying him up as chicken nuggets when he's doing like 24-hour live streams.
Okay. So,
Why not?
So that's the thing. This member of the bourgeoisie, Hassan.
Not even member of the bourgeoisie. He's a member of the upper class.
Yeah, but
Welcome
definitely,
to-
I don't know how you can get more bourgeois than 5.5.
And a swimming
Bathrooms.
pool. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Absolutely
So,
beautiful, Hassan.
of course,
Well
he
done.
was put into this position by his uncle, which again is totally socialist. A little bit of nepotism there. And I just wanted to mention
Another millionaire.
the
Millionaire
uncle,
remember
who is also very upset with leftism when it happens to him. So the Young Turks progressive founder urged his staff not to unionize. Remember this?
Yep, I do.
2017. In a tense meeting with employees, Cenk Uygur argued that the union doesn't belong at a small news network struggling to make profits.
He makes millions of dollars.
Yeah, this was in 2020. Sorry, I believe he said
27.
this.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah.
2020 when he was upset about them unionizing because he's a small news network who is not on the ability to make a union within his own
Also,
organization.
largest online news show, according to the Young Turks.
Yeah. Also to their fundraisers. We go to the next one. 2017. So 3 years earlier, raised $20 million in venture capital funding and plans to double their staff.
Well, there we go.
3 years later, we're just a small, humble news company, and please no unionize. This will
Yeah.
harm the company.
We didn't raise $20 million in venture capital to do this.
No. 40,000 for Makila. Anyway, so let's move on. So let's go to the Vice organization who reported on this also happening because, of course, it's not unique to any individual. Socialist publication, Current Affairs, Vice staff for socialism. We were fired by the editor-in-chief of a socialist magazine for trying to start a worker co-op, says the employees, who were all fired.
I love this. It's just brilliant. Socialism for thee, but not for me. Love everything about this.
Yeah. So getting back to Hassan, so himself, Nuance Bro actually noticed that this house he's buying is more expensive and more lavish than Warren Buffett's or Elon Musk's.
Oh my gosh.
He's actually living in a house that's better than 2 billionaires, which
Very impressive, Hassan. You know, very few capitalists make it to this level on the hierarchy.
I mean,
You're a big
this-
fan of hierarchy, aren't you?
this level of bourgeoisie, and you can see him there at an image of Paul Joseph Watson put it out with him wearing a shirt that says "Make the rich pay."
I totally agree. Raise those taxes on people, I don't know, can afford $1 million homes.
What
I
makes you think
those.
he's talking about taxes?
Well, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Talking
Why
about
would I?
heads.
He probably is. I wonder if Hassan does count as being a part of the bourgeoisie when the revolution comes. Because we're pro-socialist revolution, especially in Hollywood.
God, you kill a lot of socialists that way. Anyway, so I also wanted to mention that, of course, he is YouTube royalty, as
Yes.
many leftists in Hollywood. So I remember Nuance Bro putting this out. the Streamy Awards, run by YouTube. Don't know who the hell this was, but YouTube decided to start giving out awards.
So, if no one has ever watched anything by Hassan Piker before, I don't blame you. The man is a brainlet, and his coverage of anything is just so Marxist rhetoric over whatever it is that's happening. So take the current event, apply a Marxist filter to it, and then you just have generic Hassan Piker coverage in between, him eating chicken nuggets.
Unless he decides that he can't, like with transracialism, and just gives up.
There is also that. But so the idea that he wins an award for news is just brilliant.
Yeah, so the Streamy
so
Awards,
good.
set up by YouTube, even though he does most of his streams on Twitch, is my understanding, but whatever. So they gave him an award for this just in. Hassan the Hun wins the Streamy Awards for news. For news.
That's just so good.
The best news show out there. Of course, no bias at all here. And as Nuance Bro notices, the only other person they gave to that was political was ContraPoints. So we go to the next one, just to demonstrate. Yeah, those are the only 2 awards they gave out to people who are obviously partisan.
The thing is, right, I could actually accept ContraPoints winning an award because ContraPoints' videos at least have some work put into them. Hassan Piker is literally allergic to work. So he just sits there for 12 hours a day, streaming his uninformed opinions on just whatever is happening.
I did find it weird they gave her an award for commentary, though. I don't know. I would have given her an award for philosophy or something if I were them.
Well, maybe like long-form videos or something.
Yeah, but I wouldn't describe her content as commentary. I think she does more work than just commentary, but whatever.
You couldn't even describe Hassan Piker's work as commentary.
No, that's true as well. So these are the only 2 people who are political who are awarded. So, of course, another demonstration of YouTube's bias, but also the demonstration that these people are treated as YouTube royalty.
Yes.
Which is why when they run into the same kind of issues anyone else does of being deplatformed or losing their money, instantly fixed. No problems whatsoever. I mean, how can you say that 9/11, what was it, America deserved 9/11 and still stay on YouTube is beyond me.
I have no idea.
If anyone said
and he didn't even
equally
apologize
bad,
for it, did he?
No, he doubled down.
Yeah. So Hassan, America Deserved 9/11 Piker is part of YouTube royalty.
And if you did the equivalent on the right, I think you would be gone.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just from misgendering people, you could be gone. So, I don't know. Equal sins never apply. But I did like Lauren Southern's response to this, which is it's just cosplay. And I think I'm in agreement after reading this. So she says, I think it's perfectly fine that Hassan owns an expensive house. The only people shocked or offended by this are those who didn't realize internet socialism is a LARP, live action role playing. This shirt is cosplay. The shirt of him with Make the Rich Pay. Let them have their fun. Yeah.
No, I think it's great. I want more millionaire socialists.
I mean, it does show them up. Yeah, they are just cosplaying. They're just wearing the dress.
It's
because
transparent.
Daddy's left.
Yeah.
And no one's here to hit them and go, stop being an idiot.
Yes.
So she also put a comment underneath. They're not harming anyone except the 14-year-olds who take them seriously and get arrested for rioting and lose their career prospects and get a criminal record because they actually thought they were going to have a revolution against landlords and police.
And let's be fair, how long is it until Hassan Piker becomes a landlord?
Well,
Can't be too far in
he
the
already
future.
could do it.
Exactly.
I mean, he can have some passive income if he was smart
Yeah.
instead of buying a
I
mansion.
wonder if he charges his parents rent. Hassan, do you charge your mum rent?
Anyway, but there actually is a good point there. Whenever we do see the riots, it is good, as Tim Paul has mentioned previously as well, which is that the police come back in a year and they're like, oh, we got you all on camera, and now you're going to jail for 15 years. It does happen. So, of course, the 14-year-olds who do that are going to get battered. So they're the only people getting harmed. So the defense from Hassan was strange. So you can see him tweeting here, Breitbart, left Twitter weirdo, shaking hands. Socialism is when no house.
No, Hassan, that's not true. That's not.
Biggest lie.
Socialism is when you buy a $3 million house. That's socialism. That's peak socialism. There's nothing more socialist than when a Twitter or Twitch stream weirdo buys $1 million house. That's just the most socialism that anyone has ever socialismed. You are an example to everyone, a shining example of how socialism can really pay.
I really like Jonathan underneath. Just take the L.
Yeah, he was going on about this for ages though. You couldn't not see it because everyone was talking about it, and he was just like, no, it's fine. It's like, okay, I agree. It's not socialism though. So
I saw H3 Productions defending him. I don't know why.
Oh, hello, I'm another socialist millionaire. Are you attacking my socialist millionaire buddy?
I don't really know Ethan that well. Like, I don't follow him very much. So
God, why would you?
I don't know why he jumped in on this, but maybe I just haven't watched him in a long time.
He felt personally attacked.
He said, "You'll really think Hassan shouldn't be able to own a nice house and also champion for the poor and underprivileged."
No, I totally agree because I'm a capitalist.
It's socialist, doesn't champion anyone except himself. Anyway, so there is a difference between making millions on Twitch and paying 50% in taxes, and Jeff Bezos making 150 billion and paying no taxes.
See?
Happy Hassan is crushing it.
Now it's the billionaires that are the problem, not the millionaires, because they're in the millionaire class.
And then it'll be
That's
the trillionaires, not the billionaires.
It absolutely will.
Yeah. But also, it's just absurd, this defense where he's like, he just wants to own a home. No, owning a house isn't haram under socialism. Owning a multi-million dollar house.
Owning a house is haram under socialism.
Oh, yeah, you got me there. Actually, owning a house
So-
at all is haram. But
Exactly, yeah.
him living in a house is not haram. The haram thing here, of course, is the owning it and also the fact that it's multi-millions.
Well, the fact that he's exploiting McDonald's workers on Twitch by their Twitch subs, and then he's just funneling that into private property of his own that's worth millions of dollars. I mean, it just seems really... Like, if profit is theft, as Hassan Piker has said to my face before, what the hell are you doing in a $3 million house, Hassan? You are the biggest thief on Twitch by your standards. Not, of course, that anyone expects socialists to have any standards, but it's your philosophy that makes you the bad person here, not mine. I don't think you've done anything wrong.
Yeah, to us, being bourgeois is not a sin. It is a sin to the socialists. It is haram. Anyway, Hassan also had some other weird responses. There's an article detailing some of them because some of the tweets have now been deleted. So if you scroll down, there's a section where he starts responding to people. And someone said to him, I don't care if you're rich or not, dude. Streaming is a perfectly valid career to make bank from without exploiting anyone. But a giant Hollywood mansion is not just, quote, buying a house. This is so disingenuous. A bit weird that that's not exploitation under socialist thinking, but whatever.
Yeah, somehow that's not exploitation. So these people who give Hassan money from their work-a-day regular jobs where they're under the heel of the capitalists aren't being exploited.
So Hassan responded, sorry, next time I'll get one for my family that fits your personal expectations. Lamau, do you effing hear yourself?
That's right, Hassan. Do other people hear themselves? That's right.
But also just like, do you hear yourself complaining about people owning bourgeois things?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where have I heard this before?
Yeah, never heard of a socialist complaining about bourgeois property ownership.
Yeah. And there's also another response in which someone said to him, if you're rich, it is in fact immoral not to donate significant amount of your money to charity.
Oh, I imagine he's a massive philanthrope. What are you talking about?
Hassan responded with, I do donate, some public, most not. However, this is a effing brain-dead take that keeps dumbasses thinking that Bill Gates is a good guy, by the way. What? So Bill Gates, people stupidly think is a good guy because he donates some of his money, but I donate some of my money, so I'm a good guy.
Oh, well, you're just like Bill Gates, Hassan.
Yeah, Hassan, you have sinned, and you know this. And if we go to the next one, he has, of course, his stupid defense of being like, yes, socialism is when you have no house. Yes, actually.
That might be working on Twitter, Hassan, but to normal people, that's not working.
But also, under socialism, no one should own any house.
Yeah.
Idiot.
I mean, you literally want to abolish private property.
Yeah, but thanks to Brittany Venti, I think we actually have a perfect put down for this, which is from Hassan Piker, just an example of him. I would go and recommend subscribing to Brittany. She does some funny stuff. Good. So the clip I'm going to play is from her. It's a good meme from her, which is a clip of Hassan saying we should just kill everyone who owns property.
Go on then.
Let's play the clip.
Well, my understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude. Oh my god, in a video game, of course.
NFL
Holy shit. Holy fuck, dude. Sorry. I meant in a video game.
In San Fran.
Sorry, I just like how Brittany does the meme.
I completely endorse your video game violence, Hassan.
But it also is a great example of what socialists are really about, which is just killing people. Today, it's people who own property. Tomorrow, it's the kulaks. Tomorrow, after that, it's the Ukrainians.
They own property. They had
or
a
the
cow.
Tatars or whoever else.
Yeah.
Yeah, just genocide. Well, if we kill this group of people, that'll solve everything.
Yeah, it's weird how the socialists have constantly got a group of people that they need killed.
Yeah. Also, if you want to learn what a good socialist does, like Hassan was advocating there, you can go to our book club, Mal's Great Famine. Do a little bit of shilling here, because I thought, why not? Go and give that a watch. It's Frank Decotta's book, Mal's Great Famine. We did a book club with Bo. We went through what the socialists did in China, which is exactly what Hassan advocated there, which is just kill everyone or destroy the housing and move everyone into the communes.
Yes.
And killed 45 million people.
Yes. If you want to see in excruciating detail just how bad socialism is for the people who are enacting it on the innocent people of wherever they've managed to take control of, that's a great book club to go and watch.
But anyway, moving back to some of the cope. So we have some other cope, this time in defense of Bernie Sanders. This person below wrote a message there saying, it's not hypocritical to critique capitalism while participating in it. big participant.
Oh, is it not?
You folks.
Is it not?
But also just like not just you're scraping by, like multi-millions is you're not just participating at that point, surely. Anyway.
Hassan's there on his pool lounge going, guys, I just hate capitalism so much. I just can't stand it. Pass
just
me
have
another
to participate.
martini. You know, exactly. It's not hypocritical though.
They continue, we're literally critiquing it because we are forced to participate.
It's literally like a Christian going to the brothel and going, well, look, I think that brothels should be abolished, but it's not hypocritical for me to go and indulge in all of this prostitution, even though it's sinful.
It's not the best bit. We are forced to participate in this in order to survive. Bernie Sanders needs 3 homes to survive. If you scroll back up to the top, this was what the context was. It was about Bernie Sanders and his 3 homes. And miss me with that Bernie has 3 houses BS. We need to participate in capitalism in order to survive. I don't know what's stopping them from leaving free market systems and living like the Amish back in the Middle Ages.
Probably the swimming pools.
Well, probably the reality of socialism.
Yes.
Nothing stopping them whatsoever. They could all walk off and go be the Amish, and they're not going to, are they?
But again, if they stopped selling socialism to gullible teenagers, then they probably wouldn't have their 3rd house. So
that's also true. There's also nothing stopping them from becoming a refugee to Cuba or to China and so on and so forth. But those aren't real socialism, are they? I thought we'd just send this with a little bit of cringe nonsense from Hassan here. So just the edgy videos of him saying the Kardashians are lying to you. And then the last one here is just some of the memes about this whole situation. We go to the next one. This is just the memes of Hassan and the lady who's OK Boomer just sailing off into the sunset. And him talking about you effing simpleton peasants. Which is
I saw his clip of his Twitch stream going around where he was class shaming the poor people who give him money. It's weird, absolutely weird. There's a fetish where men get off on giving money to women who are disrespectful to them on the internet, and I'm honestly thinking that Hassan has basically tapped into the same sort of market in socialism. They give him money so he can insult them for being poor and claim that he's the socialist. I think that is just such a weird fetish that Hassan's audience has. I can't understand it.
I just think it's a weird larp. I
Well,
mean,
of course it is.
the man who spends all his time trying to faction himself on Lenin. It's just like, yeah, okay.
Of course it's a weird larp, but it's amazing that he's managed to find, like, literally probably thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of people who actually want to give him money for being abused for being poor.
But again, none of this is a sin to us.
No.
We don't give a toss. Good job. You made it into the 1%. Enjoy yourself. Thank you for watching this clip from the podcast The Lotus Eaters. If you want more from us, please go over to lotuseaters.com and subscribe to get access to all the premium content that we have on the site.
Yeah, we've got loads of really good stuff there. So we've been doing this for quite some time. So we've got a huge library of content in various different categories. Now, some of my favorites have been the book clubs. I'm personally a big fan of these because it means we get to read good books and important books, extract the useful information out of them, such as with this Roger Scruton's Where We Are, which is a very interesting conservative take on the current culture wars in the state of Britain at the moment. So we go through and explore the meaningful concepts. And here's one that you and Bo did with Frank Decotta's Mao's Great Famine. It's absolutely brilliant and harrowing to read. And so when all the comments on this were happened to be, well, this was vile, we knew we'd done a good job with it. And we also have many other premium series like the Contemplations, where Hugo and Josh just go through and find something very interesting to talk about, such as this one talks about the idea of political representation and does it work, or is it a bit of a myth? And of course, we have the history content, which probably my personal favourite in this particular one. Myself and Bo talked about the achievements of Frankish warlord Charles Martel. Do you know what he's famous for, Callum?
Stopping the Muslims at Tours.
That's right. And we also do a bunch of premium videos and interviews and things like this. So in this one, we happen to have an interview with Michael Malice, who's a very, very charming guest, and I very much enjoyed this one. And we also do a bunch of premium podcasts about stuff that perhaps isn't appropriate for YouTube or various other platforms like that because of, some things outside of their editorial bounds.
So if you'd like to get access to all that premium content, please go over to lotuseaters.com and subscribe for as low as £5 a month. Thank you.